Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Chit Chat. I started a video and I was starting to talk, but then I got a phone call from the electrician, so I had to go back real quick. But we came back here again. I just let them go there. I left them alone in the house. That's God's house. I would hate to see what happens to anybody who steals anything from there. So, I don't know. If they need it that bad, they can take it. But the ramifications of what God will feel after that, I don't know. Anyways. So yeah, I went back. She sees a cat. I knew she was gonna see it, so I'm holding her. So basically, I went back and I told the guys, I gave the guy the Culligan man's number for exact whatever, And I also asked them to hook up my Ring camera in the front of the house. Extra safety precautions. I think I could do it myself, but I'll be honest with you, I don't want to. I'm already stressed out, and even though I think it might be easy, I think because they're an electrician, they'll be able to figure it out, So, what I'm really wanting to talk to you guys about is the cost of the Culligan man, because I told you guys got to pay up $27,000 to have this installed. So my cousin is angry about the price. My real estate agent, and so he was angry, so he told me to contact my real estate agent, tell her to pay part of it. And I called her and I told her the price, and she's like, wow, I know somebody who pays $60 a month. Why don't you lease it? Well, I found out why I can't lease it. And the reason why is because for me it's a little more serious. Like, people around here, they grew up with this water, they're just slowly dying, right? For anybody new like me who gets a shock to the system like this, will die fast, right? We'll have medical conditions right away. Probably have a really bad way of life, quality of life. Yeah, no. Because, I'm a healthy person. I'm barely getting all my health return right now. I lost all the weight. I can move my hands again. I didn't check my eyes for the exploded blood vessels in there, but I'm sure it's better because I'm not a diabetic and I'm not pre-diabetic either. So that's odd. Anyways. The reason why I paid that much, it's not because the Culligan man was trying to sell me all this extra stuff. He actually wasn't. He just came by, told me about the system they have under the sink that they could hook up, I can have clean water to drink, blah, blah, blah. But because my seriousness of this situation, I basically can't even touch that water for too long. I have such a bad and violent reaction to the water. I can't even shower in it. So he was just trying to sell me a basic something. But then I told him my situation. I can almost guarantee his heart fell into his stomach because he was like, and then I had him check the water, and he found out it's so horrible, the water. And then I told him about how I was feeling and what's going on, and he's all, I do Chat GPT, looked it up, whatever. So it wasn't him that was like, I'm going to take all this money from her. No, I asked for it. I can't be in contact with that water. And if I am, even washing dishes, brushing my teeth, taking a shower, no, I can't. I have too much of a violent reaction to this dirty water. People here are used to it because they've been drinking it and showering it their whole life. So for them, their body has become accustomed to it, but it doesn't mean that they're void from any kind of these conditions that could come up for them in the future. That doesn't mean they're void. Me, I'm a special case because I've never been exposed to such horrible conditions in the water. My body reacted violently, and so that's why everything was breaking down within a month. Within 1 month, And then I found out about the water, and then, you know. So the reason why it's so high is because I can't have contact with the water. I had to ask him, listen, I can't shower in it. Because he did suggest some sort of little bamboo filter that people put in their showers. I'm like, I can't do that. I need the full water treatment. Because if I have such a violent reaction after 1 month, me compared to another person who lives here, I would have a higher rate of degradation of my body times 2 over them. So basically, you know, they put my life at risk at the city hall right there and I don't think they know how to read those readings, so that's why they just say whatever they say. Nobody here knows what those readings mean. I do. So yeah, that's why it costs much, because I asked for it. It's not too expensive. Nothing is too expensive for clean water. There is nothing more valuable than clean water. We all deserve it. And if I can't get it, I'll be damned if I'm gonna live in this town and die from the water. Shorten my life. No. I want clean water. No one around me can afford to do that. I don't even think anybody around me has even credit to do that, because you need to have really, really good credit to do this. Because, yeah, I'm making payments. It's okay. I like to do that anyways, because that's why my credit is so high right now. Like my FICO score, I'm close to 800. Even my house credit, because they check a different type of credit score, and then she said, I have really good credit. He's all, whoa, you have really good credit. I'm like, oh, cool, thanks. Like, I didn't know. Because I don't really mess with that, because I don't buy anything. All I do is I get things that I need that are vital in my life. This is vital for me. It's not like I'm out buying a boat, financing, or putting taking out a mortgage on another mortgage on my house because I want to buy a boat. No, I don't buy junk that's not useful for me. Maybe it's useful for some people, junk. Maybe it's not junk, but I mean, yeah, they can go fishing in the boat. I mean, that's cool, you know. But I don't do that. I don't boat. I don't buy little golf carts to drive around in. I don't buy things that are not useful for me. So that's why I'm able to do this, and I have enough money to make those payments, like, without a problem, you know. So, you know, if I'm gonna buy anything luxurious, I'm gonna buy my freaking life. Clean water. Yeah. So I don't want you guys to think that the Culligan people or the Culligan man were trying to dupe me. They weren't. I asked for this. Because they weren't trying to put a filter in my shower or give me clean water access through my shower or even the bathroom sink. They know I cannot even use a bathroom sink. So that's a special thing. And I told him, look, I need that. I will die here if I continue to use, or I will have a slow, degrading death. Probably very painful, because my hands were in so much pain. I used to tell you guys that. When that was happening, I'm like, my hands hurt really bad. My body was freaking in a violent reaction. So anyways, that's why it costs so much. Culligan is great. You know what? I'm actually going to make, when they have it all done, I'm going to make like a little commercial from them. And I'm not going to even ask for no money, because this whole point is not about making money or suing anybody or anything like that. It's about, I want clean water and everybody in my town should be able to have it. Right? And no amount of money that Culligan's going to give me in royalties is going to help that. So that's why I don't want anything from them. I just want to show people what's going on and the measures I had to take just so I had to get clean water, and that Culligan was the one that brought me all that information, everything I knew, and they gave me everything I wanted. They didn't just come in and sell me some little, no, I wanted something and they got it for me. So that's what I just wanted to explain real quick for all you people who think, oh my gosh, $27,000 is a lot. Not if it's my life. Not if it's my life. That is a small price to pay to want to live a good, healthy life. All right. That's all I have, you guys. I'm Mona. This was Chit Chat. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.